Greetings folks, it's time now for another installment of Creepy Cheapies, and tonight we'd like to thank our new sponsor, Paper Eric Faces, because what child doesn't want a Paper Eric face? Da 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 da. Hey, what rolls downstairs, a loner in tears and flops all over the place. It goes on your head, don't wear it to bed, the Paper Eric face. Hey, you'll want to order plenty of Paper Eric Faces for all the kids at your next family reunion. But tonight's latex mask happens to be a really scary one from Trick or Treat Studios. It's Dr. Tongue! Dr. Tongue from the mid-80s exercise in gore and mayhem, Day of the Dead. I always thought Dr. Tongue was a really cool design for a zombie. As you can see, the entire bottom portion of his facial anatomy here is somehow missing. But he still has his tongue. Sometimes Dr. Tongue doesn't even have a lower jaw at all, but this version does have a lower jaw. But anyway, this version, now according to the Trick or Treat Studios website, it says sculpted by Justin Mabry, but they lie like dogs on the Trick or Treat Studios website. It wasn't really sculpted by Justin Mabry. I think it was sculpted by Jeff Death himself, I think. Although I'm not 100% certain on that. But in any case, it's a great mask. It's gory and bloody and scary. And in spite of all that, kind of fun too, you know? Because it's just so outrageous to be walking around with this tongue, this bloody, nasty, rotten tongue hanging out and dangling as you go around frightening the elderly or the children in your neighborhood. What a great mask. Now, the Dr. Tongue mask from the 2014 Trick or Treat Studios lineup had already been offered in a little bit different edition from Death Studios, and I just happen to have one of the Death Studio versions conveniently in reach here. Let's shop and compare. Now, the Trick or Treat one goes for around $60, the Death Studios one for around $85, so it's a little pricier, but as you can see, essentially the same. The Death Studios one might be just a little bit bigger, cast a little bit thicker, but other than that, they're very, very, well, very nearly identical, I guess you could say. They're the Dr. Tongue brothers, you know? And the fact that Trick or Treat could get something with this level of detail and this level of, you know, attention to, well, I already said detail, but that's the best word that's coming to mind. I'll say it again. This level of attention to detail. The fact that they could get something out on the mass market and the mask market for $60 that has this level of quality and this level of detail is kind of amazing, because it's only a little different from the handmade version from Death Studios. Both have a slit up the back. Both have a nice neck bib. Both have lots and lots of blood, which I know you like. Both have a full head of fluffy gray hair, which actually I kind of like how the hair looks when you kind of mess it up, because it gives him kind of a mad scientist quality. I kind of like the mad scientist look for old Dr. Tongue, for it to be sort of, you know, unruly and unkempt and flopping all over the place, you know? That's how I like Dr. Tongue. But both versions are pretty great and come highly recommended by me, the guy with all those masks in his library, you know, that guy. Nice sticky looking blood that has a good shiny finish to it for the sticky blood effect the way you like it. So take your pick, folks. If you don't want to spring for the Death Studio version, the little more affordable Trick or Treat version is just amazing. So there's your recommendation for this week, and don't forget, order those Paper Eric Faces before Christmas.